So we're here in Portland, Oregon this week. We're here for another new episode of Lustau, Sherries and Chefs. Within the last few years, Portland has grown into a highly respected culinary destination in the US. You can find many different styles of cuisine. A lot of talented chefs have opened their establishments here recently. They're very successful, like our friends at Ox, Gabby and Greg, which we're gonna be visiting later on. They opened a fabulous steakhouse.
We call Ox Argentine-inspired Portland food. The home of the restaurant, the hearth of the restaurant, is actually a wood-burning grill. This great South American cuisine.
I also heard they make one of the best clam chowders in town, so I can't wait to taste that and get all warmed up. And cut. I'm very excited about the clam chowder, but right now I really need a hot cup of coffee. I really need a hot cup of coffee. You got that? Right, so I've been walking around Portland all morning, and man, I'm really liking this city. The culinary offerings is overwhelming. But man, it's cold, and I can't wait to try that chowder. So I'm gonna be hopping on this train and getting across the river, and I'm gonna go visit our friends Greg and Gabby and get warmed up. When we decided to come to Portland, and we rapidly realized that we had to meet Gabby and Greg at Ox. We knew them by reputation and what they've done in the industry so far.
Hey, Lucas, how are you?
Good, good to finally meet you, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you. How you feeling?
It's very cold.
A little chilly?
I've been walking around Portland all morning.
Well, I know you're here for the chowder.
Yeah, I can't wait to taste this.
Okay, well let's go look at the fire and eat some chowder. How about that?
All right. I was very pleased that Gabby paired her beautiful clam chowder with that Lustau El Puerto with the oceanic brine, and the rich flavor was a fantastic match to her soup. I was happy to learn that she was so familiar with Lustau selections already, and that they had been using them for a long time. So the smokiness comes from the salt?
A little bit of salt and a little bit smoked marrow as well.
And what is the salt from?
The salt is from Jacobson.
You've heard of it, right?
Well, actually, yeah, I was invited to visit them, and I was planning to do that tomorrow in the morning.
Well, we'd love to go with you.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great, how are you doing?
Good, how's the drive?
Easy peas.
Nice.
Hi, Lucas.
Hey,
nice to meet you.
Welcome.
You look familiar.
Yeah, incredible. This is what comes out of our evaporation pans. Again, we grade our salts on taste, texture, and color, and you can see that very light and delicate and almost translucent, and that's intentional. And so we're harvesting some salt here. Our fine crystal salts, our flake salt, tends to be harvested in the middle of the process. So initially we'll collect these Epsom salts off the surface, and then secondarily these salt crystals will form.
And the salt always forms on the surface of the water.
Any of our salt always forms on the surface, yeah. Although they look quite large right now, they will be broken up in the drying process.
I mean, the similarities with Jerez again are stunning, because you also have the flour growing on the surface of the wines after some concentration, same process. So you have visually the same effect in Jerez with the yeast growing on the top, and then some of it falls down into the bottom of the barrels. But everything happens on the surface as well. If there's one element that kind of unites any manzanilla produced, is that salinity.
Yeah, definitely get that.
That marine character, that briny taste, and this could be the wine built for salt, ultimately. because we have wines that have been concentrated for so long. Other wines here are also kind of salty because of the influence of the ocean, or just because the concentration of the wines after so many years of aging and operation.
5 years.
10, 15.
Yeah.
There are some 15-year-old wines here.
Man.
Sorry. That's delicious. What should we drink next, you think?
The Puerto?
Order?
Okay. Full character Pinot style.
Thank you, Lucas, for
Thank you,
sharing
guys.
with us.
Thank you for joining me on
Cheers.
this one.
Thank you,
Of
guys.
the Pacific Ocean.
Yes. It's a good spot
this is
there.
my my expertise. This is what I typically do. And I also brought some dessert. Lustau Pedro Ximénez San Emilio. This is a white wine actually that has been aged and concentrated by evaporation again for many years. The salt off of our hands, and then we're gonna be drinking a shot of dessert. Pedro Ximénez grapes that have been sun-dried. Alcohol is added to it, and long aging process in the Solera system.
Oh, holy cow, that's great.
Yeah, that's really good.
That needs to become a thing.
Oh my God.
It just did. Wow.
What just happened?
We just made a trip to the farmer's market this last Saturday. These are very much last of the season artichokes, so we thought that these would be a really fun item to grill and taste with a sherry of your choosing.
One of the most notorious enemies of wine.
And that's why it's definitely a tougher item that pairs with wine.
So I brought this Amontillado Los Arcos, which again is about 10 years of age, and roughly half of it has been under the layer of flora, and the other half of the aging process has been in contact with oxygen.
The best of both worlds.
Exactly.
What I really love about this pairing is that you can take a bite of the artichoke and then you drink the wine. And then when you come back to the artichoke, the wine is still there, but it's not overpowering that bite of the sweet artichoke. That artichoke is still alive in your mouth too. Neither one of them overwhelms the other. And that to me makes such a perfect pairing.
So Lucas, here we have is one of our most popular dishes, grilled beef skirt steak. We feel like a skirt steak is most tender when it's just a little bit beyond medium rare. One of our hallmarks and what this restaurant's really about is the chimichurri, the parsley vinaigrette.
So I chose a very special one because this is the Almacerista lime by Lustau, but this is the Manzanilla Pasada. I think we need some white wine with this red meat.
It goes great with the oyster mushroom.
It goes great with the beef.
I feel like it really wakes up all those savory notes. Like when you start off with the oyster mushroom, it's very juicy. As you chew, you get more and more flavor kind of coaxed out of it, and this awakens all of that.
It makes you eat and drink more.
Yep.
Maybe
we like.
order a second round.
Maybe.
Which you'll all like.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.